BNG, the ruler, street sweepers, the mafia. I'm BNT CEO. We're live in the full effect. You already know what time it is. Rainbow Reads Radio. We in this bitch. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send the invite link to our guests for the show this week, and then we will go from there. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're live in the full effect. We got a couple topics. We'll talk about the Carolina Awards Ball. We'll talk about some LGBTQIA resources. Also, we're looking for some influencers and media personnel to pretty much live broadcast from the events, from the balls, from the pageants. Kind of give us a little bit of live scene, behind the scenes coverage. Got banners already. We have merchandise, so I just need some more influencers on deck because I can't be at all of them, but I do feel like we kind of need this to help develop the LGBTQIA community. So let me send these invite links real quick and give me a second. Okay. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're live in the full effect. Y'all already know what's up. Uno momento. Uno momento. Let me confirm that they got the links. Yep, they got them because I just sent it. Let him know. Terry interview at 10:15 EST. Danejah, Bonet, Cassadine. We are interviewing you at 10:30. Okay. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. All right, cool. They got the link. We're gonna go over here and play one of my tracks. Party Monster. This beat was produced by Nico Baby. I incorporated the ha with this song, and it is entitled Party Monster. Stay tuned. I will be shooting a video for this soon. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's go. Party Monster produced by Nico Baby. This video will be shot soon. I'll probably do this one next, honestly. Let's go.
I want you to teach me how to be fabulous.
We have nothing in common.
We both bite our nails. Please, don't go. I don't have any friends. I just got here. I just got off the bus.
The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. Blake, William, that's really all you need to know. That and don't dream it big.
Let's go. We're live in the full effect. This is Rainbow Reads Radio. I'm your host, BNG the ruler. This is the mafia. Let's go.
You know when I come through, I be the life of the party. I be the life of the party. I be the life of the party.
You know when I come through, I be the life of the party. I ain't worried about no haters, no not even hardly for the bullshit. I'm trying to get straight to the business. Solo dolo power move to radio. Thanks for again, I straight to VIP. My dope boys in this bitch, they got all I need. Get security, couple bills, so I do as I please. No need for an introduction, niggas know what I mean. Put on the Red Bull, time to go full throttle. I ain't even done yet. Party just got started. Niggas need the red bean, shit ain't talking. And move to the crowd. What the fuck is my lady? Living loud in the hookah, shit out of my head. After the drinks and drugs, exit to the back. And you ain't coming to my shit, you ain't got that sack. I shut the club down. Taking over the set, picking bitches and then in the place for drugs. Go to the drinks and drugs, smoking patterns and shit, folders on the rug. Gonna make a mass professional at the shit. You're rocking with the best, like the middle of the crime at the after hours. We killing the game softly, shit out the powers. These niggas looking crazy. With the face, my bitch handed up my hand, glued my waist, moving at a steady pace with my eyes on the scene. People just dilated on the profit of doing. I'm rolling, I'm geeked up, I can't get no higher on it. And I every down as I'm on the fire. I'm plugged up, told the nigga bring me the bag. I need everything, sir, and your price of the tag. 5 minutes later, pulled up in the Benz, see quiet by my functions, and by my friends. So the nigga hop out, it's just bottles and models. Fell in love with the site, feel like it just took a lot of. When they got the baddest bitches, doesn't get in his box. And we ain't paying for shit, we take all like a rock. Alright, that was part of my saying. I had to bring in with a little life, you know what I'm saying? Bring in with a little life. Bring it 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 in real right. Alright, so Rainbow Reads Radio. Today we got 2 interviews we're gonna do. We're only gonna be live from 8 to 9 Central, 10, 11 EST, Pacific, wherever you at. Tune in. We live right now. We're gonna interview Terry, Dejuan, Sams from Duval, Florida, in this motherfucker. Y'all already know what time it is, man, bro. Legendary. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Legendary. Been doing this shit for a minute here in Atlanta now, so major salute to bro. Major salute out to Danejah, Cassadine. I've known her for a minute. It's been a while. South Carolina in this motherfucker. Y'all already know what time it is. We ain't playing no game, bitch. We're not finna play with y'all. Shout out to Danejah Cassadine. She's been supporting my movement. I've been supporting her movement for a minute. Definitely, we putting in work. So shout out to all of my creators. And also shout out to the people that have been doing work actively in the community. Shout out to the Mckenzie Project. I spoke with her. Samaria Demore spoke with her briefly. We had a conversation talking about building and helping develop the community when it comes to grants and stuff. She has a trans awareness project that she is pushing right now. And she's actively working in the community. I've donated to her. I probably will continue to donate to what they got going on. I'm looking for more organizations, nonprofit organizations that are representing the LGBTQIA community so that I can support them and they can support me. And y'all already know how this shit go, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the main goal here, is to help develop and empower the community, because this is it. We're bringing it different now. This is not how, you know, our ancestors had it. They didn't have access to the same resources. They didn't have access to the same technology and media and marketing knowledge and ways to generate several streams of revenue. So that's just what we're trying to do right now. We're just trying to empower and help develop our community. Okay, so shout out to the Mckenzie Project. The Carolina Awards Ball just happened over this past weekend. So major shout out to everybody in Carolina putting in work. I still represent my motherfucking state. I know where I'm from. I ain't forgetting where I'm going either. You know what I'm saying? Major shout out to the Carolinas right now. Y'all looking good over there. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work. You feel me? Keep up the good work. I'm not gonna get too much into like the categories and who should have won what and who should have did what. I'm really not into that. But that honestly is what I need some of y'all influencers in the ballroom community to fuck with me, to go live. Shout out to Ty with the live, bro, bringing it. He out there putting in work now. He on the panel with the footage. Shit me, Ross, bro. Hey, oh God, shout out to Ty with the live. Keep putting in work, bro. But this is what I'm talking about, empowering the community. You don't know who's watching or who would like to participate or who would like to network or who would like to build or who's trying to build their own community. I mean, fuck with bro, Ty with the live. Tune in. Make sure y'all cash app him for his footage and shit if you're not actively at the balls. I'm all the way overseas trying to build my empire over here too. I'm on some global shit now. Okay, but I'm still trying to keep shit moving over there so that way we still working and we still developing this shit and we still making this shit happen. All right, so you already know what time it is. Businesses, LGBTQIA businesses. If you want to do any promo or marketing on the show, make sure you holler at me. We'll be doing commercials and business advertisement, business marketing. We already been doing that for years. Shout out to my sponsors, Icon Mall, Karma Tequila. Shout out to my fam. Y'all already know what time it is. But yeah, that's what this is for. Advertisement, promo, marketing, brand development in the LGBTQIA community. All right. Now, some of the grants, there are grants that are provided like specifically for the LGBTQIA community, right? But you need to have your business set up in order to get access to certain funding, especially when it comes to government funding. Now, a lot of y'all might just have an EIN number, but the whole goal is for you to really get your business together and then you can tap into some of those government funding. So shout out to all the nonprofits. Seriously, I'm looking to start one of my dreams honestly was to open a runaway shelter for young LGBTQIA fam, because I remember some of the experiences that I went through, you know what I'm saying, as a child, and some of the challenges that I might have faced and overcame, and feeling abandoned and feeling unloved in certain areas. Just being LGBTQIA, when you're like one of the only ones in the family, and it's like a church-driven family type shit, and you the only one. Like I know I'm not the only one who have experienced some of these feelings and some of these emotions from childhood. But this is also what that platform is for. I consider that shadow work because you're able to empower other people and not be transparent, and that's a part of the work. That's a part of the work, for real. That's a part of the work. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm finna bring Terry on. We're gonna do a quick little interview with bro. Then I'm gonna interview Danejah, and we're gonna be done with this shit. I'm still feeling like the weekend, for real. I feel like today's Sunday, shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? You ready to come on? You ready? Okay, I'm gonna add you to the stream. Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go. Let everybody know who you is.
I'm Terry Sams. I'm one of the promoters for Duval Pageantry. I'm also the general manager of Indigo Nightclub in Jacksonville, Florida. Yes. Oh, I'm also the owner of Mr. North Florida Continental Plus, and I am a honorary judge at the International Vogue Pageantry System. Yes, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Right.
for having me.
Thank you so much for pulling up to the show. I appreciate you for coming in and being a voice for the community and doing the work too behind the scenes and on the scenes. You know what I'm saying? How long have you been in the pageant system?
Ooh, so I won Mr. Duval Newcomer in 2003, and I became the owner of Mr. Duval Newcomer in 2013. So I'm going on 9 years as the owner.
So you
But
basically
I've been around the pageantry scene for a long time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You took over that whole brand basically.
But I was invited, because the previous owner decided that they wanted to retire, and they asked me would I be interested in taking over. And at first I was kind of like, wait, it was a big deal.
Yes.
Because the first Miss Duval pageant was in 1973. It's a very old system, and the Mr. Duval system is now 25 years old. So the thing was, I was like, whoa. So what I decided to do was to ask my brothers, because at the time I was just a former. I decided to ask them, like, would you guys be okay if I became the owner? All of them was like, what? Like, hell yeah. Like they
right. They was ready.
All cheered me on. So
that means you were doing the work, and you were being.
I put in the work now, and
yes.
I love the pageantry work, and I love Duval. It's my heart. So,
man, major shout out to Duval. I got some memories in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Major shout out to Super Dave.
We're working together again now. We're working together now at
Indigo.
Yeah, he's my
Y'all
DJ
should be. He don't. I need to holler at Dave, man. It's been a minute. He's put me on a lot of bookings in fucking
Yeah.
Florida, bro. Like for real. When Club Puff was open, he
Oh,
helped
yeah.
me out. He helped me open. Yeah, I've done the coup. He put me in with Kaya. I opened for Kaya in
Oh,
Jacksonville
yeah.
through the Super Day. We performed at Club Puff. I've been putting in work for a little minute too now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
shout
I
out to
know.
Duval though. Shout out to the Duval, Florida family.
That's back when you was a little South Carolina country. You was in the country back then.
Little
You,
country monkey. I still am shit. I ain't
you
forget
doing
where I
big
came.
things now. And by the way, I want to let you know I'm very proud of you too. By the way,
Thank you. I
very
appreciate
proud
that.
because I remember where we were and I see where you are. And
Man,
watching you, I'm very proud.
it's been a long time, bro, and I can't fucking stop. I gotta keep going. I can't play with this
You ain't
shit.
gonna stop because I'm gonna stay every time you. I'll be right there.
That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that,
I'll be
man.
right on it.
We gotta get back to some work though, for real. I'm in Florida. I miss the fam. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make some shit happen. We trying to empower this shit globally. Now, real quick though, for real, for real. I want to talk some serious business with you.
Okay.
Do you believe it? Okay, so is the pageantry system, is it like global? Because they do them here. They doing them here. The
Well,
ballroom
it's not
scenes
global,
here
global.
too.
Really, the
It's
pageant
not
world is
as
global,
big
global.
as,
Not
huh?
global, but they have patents that are global. Like they have like the Miss International patent that Giselle Barbie Royale won. But there's a lot of patents that like in Thailand, and there's a lot of
Right.
patents. But the ones in the U.S. outside of Miss Continental, which I own the prelim for, Continental has like prelims in Paris. They have one in London. They have them in Puerto Rico, Hawaii. They have prelims everywhere.
So that's why it's
Like like the
continental,
one that
because
I own in
it's
Florida.
actually different.
I just posted a picture actually last week. I was hanging out at the in Orlando at Greg's King spot at um at Southern Nights, and the owner of Mr. Continental, Mr. Jim Flint, I walked past him
Mhm.
and he said, "Terry, let's have a drink." And mind you, I didn't even think he knew who I was, to be real. Because that man's been around he's like 80 years old. The pageant's been around for almost 50 years. He's a
Wow.
legend. He's a legend in the community, and he knows everybody. But I think to be that successful at that age, you have to be smart. And he's extremely brilliant. And he doesn't forget anyone. So it warmed my heart because I'm just a little pageant owner down in Florida. So
Yeah, but the
to have
people know when you're doing the work, though. The people
but
know who working.
to have the king of pageantry notice me and to offer to buy me a drink, and I sat with him for hours, and the conversation was wonderful. He
Gratitude.
was he was actually giving me my props. He told me he was proud of me. He said that he's looking forward to see who I send to compete this year, and I told him who I was competing for. He was like, okay, well, we'll see how she does. He kept it very professional, and I loved it.
Yes.
But I have to pay homage to
Yeah.
Rick Finn and
Mhm.
Marissa, the lady Marissa. They are the owners of Mr. and Miss Duval, and they are the ones that decided to call me in to become the owner of the newcomer pageantry system. And like it was an honor because I grew up like watching them,
Yes.
like paying my entry fee,
Yeah.
watching pageants, and it like to be to be working with beside them on a team with them is like it's really unreal. But to me they are the greatest of all. But it's just an honor to be a
That's
part of
when
the
you.
system.
That's when you. Yes. That's when you know you've really you really feel accomplished. Like I've been working and it's being aligned with the right people. You know what I'm saying? They're noticing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. They get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Um, do you do you think it's possible? It is, but to you, do you think it's possible to start a pageantry system in other countries that it might not be in as of now?
To be honest, there's pageants starting all the time. Like 20 years ago, there was probably like maybe 12, 15 pageants that were known. Now there's probably like 40 or 50 of them. So it's easy to start a pageant. I think what makes a pageant a great pageant is your structure, your king and queens, and longevity. Because a lot of these pageants don't make it But it really it's like, okay, so there's a pageant that I judged. I just did my 5 year. They gave me an award, which I was literally wanting to cry, but I had on a little and
Congratulations, man.
I didn't want it to
Congratulations.
like run. And so at Mr. and Miss International Vogue, which is the owners are Keetrick and my friend Chris Partee. I came there to patronize the pageant about 6 years ago because I had a few contestants that was competing, and I've been coming every year. Just coming. So one year they asked me to judge. I judged, and I've been on the panel. So last year during COVID, after COVID was over, they asked me. They was like, before the panel, I was like, "Are you coming to the panel?" I was like, "Yes, I'm coming." But I said, "I don't really want to judge. I kind of just want to have a good time. I just want to enjoy myself." This was back in August, and Keith was like, "I understand, brother. I love da da da." So I get to the pageant, and that's when the hurricane came through New Orleans back in August, and so Mercedes Black was unable to show up. So I'm at registration, telling like, "Oh, I'm gonna have me a good time on the pageant. I don't got to work. I'm gonna sit there and focus." And he walked up to me. He said, and this is what Keith asked me. He said, "What you wearing tonight?" Because I said, "Oh, just some pants and shit." He said, "Because I know how you is, bitch." He said, "You like to be at that judge's table, done, dressed, and collared and up." And I said,
Right.
"Judge's table." I said, "Judge's table. I'm not judging tonight." And he grabbed. He said, "One of my judges ain't show up." And I said, "You know what, brother? You know I got you." So
Right.
my son Jared went to this boutique in Memphis, Tennessee, and purchased me a jacket and got me an outfit together and stuff that day because I was gonna be casual that night. So then this, that was in August. So this February when they had the pageant is when they gave me my 5 year award and told me that they were grateful. And my mom was even there.
Oh wow.
So it was really like a moment for me.
Yes, that's dope. Damn, man. Now that's dope
It was
too. You
really a
still got
moment.
your mom to
Yeah, because my
experience
mom
that
and
with
my
you.
dad
She supports
and
it.
my dad
Yes.
died in November, so my mom has been traveling with me and stuff, just trying to keep her mind off of everything. And it was her
Yeah.
first pageant outside of Duval. She's only been to Duval.
I really admire the relationship you had with your mom because it was kind of like how I had with mine, like going places
Oh, right
together,
on.
and she would show up to my performances and stuff like that. Rest in peace, mom, for real.
Rest in peace,
Now
Big Mom. I
considering that
remember all of that. I remember everything.
you took it to the panel, right? When it comes to the pageantry system, I know it's like politics and shit like that involved. Um, how do you? Is it the same with the ballroom scene? Like, is it like the good girlfriend shit? You know what I'm saying? Or is it
Okay,
like,
I'm unfamiliar with ballroom. I've only been to one ball, and it was in New York. I went to the Legends Ball in 2012. That's when I met Jada P. Star, which is my queen. She was getting an honorary Legends Ball. She was being honored as a legend. She's my wife now. We also she's on both sides. She's actually getting ready to compete for Miss Duval. But anyway, the ballroom scene. I've watched enough. I've watched Pose. I've been around for a long time. Even though I look 29, I'm almost 50. And so I've been in the game a long time,
right?
so I kind of understand it. What I can say about pageantry is I can only speak on the pageants that I am involved with, and that's Continental, that is
Right.
US of A, Duval, North America, Black America, Universe, and Vogue. And of course, there's always that day after the pageant, and the day everybody always want their friend to win. They always want their favorite to win. But every pageant that I have judged, to me, in the last 7 years, to me, the right person was chosen. Like
Right.
even at Glamorous, it was a lot of
Yep.
drama the other night at
And
Glamorous.
then y'all have a score system too, though, right? Like you have the sportswear and you get so many points, and then the talent and you get so many points.
Different contests have different scoring systems. Like, okay, for instance, Duval is a what we call the fair system. I call it the fair system on the land. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a promoter. But we believe that everything about you is important. So we believe that you have to be able to present yourself, you have to be talented, You have to be able to be debonair or beautiful in your gown, and you have to be able to be fashion forward, and you must be able to answer a question under pressure. So every category is
Right.
10 points. Every category is
Okay.
no one is more important than the other. So the other systems like Glamour is where you've heard people say, "Oh, that's a talent pageant. Oh, that's a better pageant." Because at Glamour's presentation is 15 points. So you could spend $1,000,000 for presentation and you can only get 15 times 5. You're gonna get 75 points. But talent is 100 points per judge. You can fall off the stage for talent for presentation and win talent and get a perfect score and still play.
And still,
It's rare to happen because it's such great competition. But literally, you can gain 500 points for getting a perfect score for talent.
yes,
So to me, it's important to learn the system that you compete for. To know, like if you're
yes,
really like if you're really talented, but you don't like to answer questions, then don't do no pageant that's got Q&A. Or
right.
you don't like to speak. If you can't speak well, then you need to do a pageant that you ain't got to say nothing during presentations. Because there's pageants that you don't have to speak at all. You just have to
Whatever
just
your presentation, yeah, your
speak
walk,
for
your
it. But yeah, it's important to study. That's the number one rule in pageantry. Study your system, and learn what it is they want. Cause then don't get mad because you didn't know. Like for instance, at Glamorous, the presentation is formal wear. For, it don't say evening gown. It says formal wear. So you can. It's really like for a female, formal wear is anything you wear at a formal event, 5 star, red carpet, anything. And the girls was kind of confused, but it they were all wearing gowns, but it don't say evening gown on the. She
yeah.
just like
I think that's I think that's applicable with anything in life. It's best to learn, especially with any if it's something that you are trying to get into, or if it's an industry, or if it's a tax bracket or a certain way of life. I think it makes sense for you to learn the system so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So as long as you know and you do the work, you know what I'm saying, learn the system and then master it, perfect it, perfect your craft. You know what I'm saying? It's
it's
just that
important.
simple. Major shout
It's
out to
very
you, man,
important.
and all the work that you've been for all the work you've been putting in community for real, for real. Is there any type of like innovative uh way that you think the patent system can be developed to like make the community better? Is there anything you think?
Ooh, okay. I'm probably gonna get a little bit of scrutiny for this, but I think it's important. The most important thing to do is to make sure you asked this question earlier about the buddy sisters on the judges panel. They
Yes,
have to,
policy.
and I'll say this: Duval has never ever in the time that I've known had any issues with the outcome of the pageant. I will say that. So they're very grateful to be a part of a system that is not like a backlash after. But I think it's because of our choices of judges. I think that's the most important thing in the pageant because people don't understand. There's two things that they have to understand. One, the owner does not decide the winner. Two, the winner doesn't decide the winner. So sometimes they be mad at the winner, but she didn't crown herself. He didn't crown
Right,
himself.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
owners decide who they trust to judge. But human beings can be human beings, and sometimes there is bias. But luckily, I've never had that issue because I always
Are
pick
the
the owner.
judges the same for like the entire night, or is it like
Not all the
do they
time.
switch?
But see, I promote when I do my pageant. I have national. I make sure I have like national title holders. Even though it's a newcomer pageant, I have my mother, Alexis Gabrielle Sharon, who has won every national pageant that exists. I have like Judas Elliott. I have who has pretty much won everything so far that he's competed in. And I have people like Ryan Tejur, who's not won the pageant yet. I have people like um, Doree Saunders, who competes in plus pageants and regular pageants. And she's from South
She
Carolina.
legendary, South Carolina.
And
Yeah.
she wins presentation, gown, sportswear, and Q&A, and categories and patterns. So I trust her on my panel.
Shout out to
She gonna
Doreen,
write.
man. South
She
Carolina,
about to
we
just
heavy
read you
in
a
it.
score. She's gonna write. She's gonna write down why you got it, and that's what I need on my panel. She because you can't get no
So do
girl a
y'all
15.
keep the same? Do y'all keep the same judges like for the entire pageant, or do y'all like switch judges? Because I noticed that.
Not like the ballroom scene where they switch judges out. No, it's the same judges all night.
Okay, cool. That's good. That's good.
We
That's
have the
good.
same judges the whole night.
hmm I
But
appreciate you.
I do want to talk about something else real quick.
Huh? Yeah. What's up? What's up? We got a couple more minutes.
So my birthday party is coming up next month. It's going to be at Indigo 5063 Normandy Boulevard in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm gonna be putting up the Eventbrite. So it's $15 if you buy it in advance on Eventbrite, but it'll be $25 at the door. I decided this year to pay homage to all the newcomer title holders. So I have Miss Peach State, Miss North America, Miss Exquisite, Miss South Florida, um, Miss Sweetheart, Miss Duval, newcomer. Like I literally decided to pay homage to all the newcomer female title holders from Miami, Tallahassee, from Florida, all around Florida. And so, being that my birthday is Easter weekend, and I wanted to be Hugh Hefner, I decided to do the Playboy Mansion. So all the girls are gonna be bunnies. So I'm giving away a prize for the best bunny illusion. $150. It's on Saturday, April 16th, in Jacksonville, Florida, and I want everybody there. My king, who won my pageant 2 years ago, Mr. Landon B. Dickinson, is going to be the only male entertainer performing outside of me, because I want it to be all females.
About you.
It's about me. But my king has special privileges because he won my pageant, and he's been an excellent, excellent representative for the last 2 years due to COVID. So he's allowed to grace the stage. He has rights.
Major shout out to Terry. You know what I'm saying? Legendary in the game. Make sure y'all catch Indigo VIP in Jacksonville, Florida, April 16th. You know what I'm saying? You give away $150 for the best bunny outfit. So bring your playboys and your playgirls and have your little bunnies and your little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Maybe shout out to bros. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for this interview. I appreciate you and what you're doing for the community.
You know I love you, baby. You already know that.
Let's go. Thank you for tuning in. Let everybody know how to follow you on all social media platforms.
And is this gonna be posted later so I can repost it?
This right here we're live on YouTube right now and Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
I'll send you the info. Yes, thank you. Let's go. I appreciate it. All right, that was a good interview. You know what I'm saying? Maybe shout out to the fam. I brought you back on. I got you. All right. Major shout out to the Duval fam, man. For real, I miss Jacksonville, dog. I used to put in work around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring the queen on this bitch, though. I had to pop my gun real quick, Miss Danejah. You know what I'm saying? Representing SC in this bitch. Bitch been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down in this motherfucker. You ready? You ready? Okay, I'm gonna bring it on. All right, cool. Let me unmute your mic.
I'm on here?
Yep, you on here and your mic on. Let's go.
I'm on.
Everybody know who you are. Where you from? Yeah.
What's up?
Exactly.
Hi, good evening,
What's going
everyone.
on, man? All right, so look, let everybody know who you are and where you from.
I am Danejah Bonet Braxton Cassadine. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. but I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia. By the way, Houston, Texas.
They playing, they don't give South Carolina no credit. Fuck that. I don't pop my shit. South Carolina, we need listen.
You know, like, okay, so a lot of people really like be like, well, where is that? Be like, they be like, no, can I be like, South?
We were the original of the original.
South, yeah.
One of the first colonized motherfucking.
And I always like when I go into places and they say introduce yourself, I say, well, you know, I said my age and I talk from Charleston, South Carolina, which means I'm Geechee and Gullah in nature and culture. I talk with my hands. It's not me being aggressive. I'm just passionate. And is definitely a word about dictionary. Yes. Period.
They be scared because you talking with your hands and your mouth.
I be like, I'm just talking with my hands because like I'm just like, you know, like I'm passionate. Like I mean what I say.
I'm serious.
I'm just serious.
All right, so let everybody know how long you've been in the pageantry system and some of the titles you hold.
I've been competing in pageants now for 5 years. I within the 5 years was fortunate enough to win 13 titles. I have been, just to name a few, Black Continental at Large, Peach State Plus. I have been South Georgia Pride, Charlotte Black Gay Pride, Georgia D Elegance, All-American Goddess, Tropical States All-American Goddess at Large, and some other things.
All right, what was your last, your most recent pageant that you did?
Well, I just recently
competed. You did some numbers.
Oh, you ain't saw that? Numbers now, oh, you ain't saw that. I just recently competed for Black America Plus. And I received first runner-up.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I competed at the best of my abilities.
Did you sold it? No shade.
I competed totally different than I've competed before in my career. Because Black America is something that I really, 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 really want to be. And I gave it my all. Of course, it just happened to not be my season, which is, you know, part of the game. It wasn't my turn. So sometimes you just gotta wait your turn and do what you gotta do. Dust yourself back off and go back again and do the moves.
Yeah, I think it's the same with life. You know what I'm saying? When bullshit happen and you have the little bumps in the road, you know what I'm saying? Some shit might not go right. You really got to remember it's only for a moment, bitch. Eat that shit and keep going. You know what I'm saying?
In pageantry, you have to remember that there can only be one winner. So even though you did not win, understand and know that you were not bad, nor were you terrible. It just wasn't for you that particular night.
That moment, yes.
Because I had to teach myself that, because a lot of times you would leave pageants broken, you leave pageants depressed, like, damn, if my best ain't good enough, then why am I doing this? Like, what can I do to top what I did this time? Because every time you compete, you do something better, or you try to top what you did last time, and then you find yourself competing with yourself, which should be your only goal to competing with.
Yes.
Well, for me personally,
I don't see nothing wrong with it anyway, honestly, because it's the same with me even when it comes with like my artistry and like my videos. You can see the development in the videos, and you can see where, you know what I'm saying, like
definitely. I've known you for quite some time now.
Give me my flowers, bitch.
And you know what? And off the refer, I'm very proud of you. You know, I had some bumps in the road, but I remember, when I was traveling to, Cola to, support your nights and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, we all had some up in the roads, you know what I'm saying? But it was all about pushing through and moving forward and continuing to develop in your craft, continuing to perfect your talents, continuing to activate all of your powers. And tuning in.
You were one of the first people to make me feel comfortable. Like, to go any place and just do what I want to do.
Oh, listen, I appreciate that fill-in for real. Just like how Terry was just saying, like he was just out at the club randomly and they asked him to be a fill-in on the panel. Like I needed you that motherfucking night and you came through. Like I needed somebody for my panel, bitch. And you showed up and I appreciate that. And that's why.
And the people respected me. They weren't disrespectful. Nobody was like, oh, you know how to, especially in
nobody.
You know how
as a matter of fact, you had a good night.
Okay, everybody wanted a piece, and I wasn't, what I thought it was gonna be, but
But it was given what was supposed to be gave on this end.
It definitely gave what it was supposed to give. Great talent. You need to bring that back soon. We need to
I know,
do a little revamp. Now that the girl is a little, all grown
that's
out.
What we're doing. That's what I'm doing right now. But the only thing about it is, for real, I need more support. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I need more support. I need more people on the team. So that's why I'm continuing to build the empire and continuing to add value to my motherfucking people in and off the scene, behind the scenes. I'm doing a lot of shit that I'm never gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get up there with you. Look, I'm trying to run behind you.
Let's go, bitch. We've been running together. Let's go. You ain't running behind me, bitch. You on my show right now with me. You not motherfucking behind and front of or none of that. Like you so you already know what time it is, man. So look, if you could give some advice to people who wanted to get into the pageantry system, what kind of like pointers would you give them just to kind of so they can be aware and prepared? Like what are some things that they need to know or do?
I would start off with the first thing I would say is learn to be authentic. A lot of times we come into things wanting to portray or be someone else. We want to exude someone else that we've looked up to. And it's okay to have a little twist of this, of that, and that, of people and things, but be yourself because it's already them. It's already a them. It's only one you. So come into this game being authentic. Make decisions, take chances, and be you. Because being you and showing who you are on stage is going to get you your guts every time versus trying to emulate someone else. You have got to be authentic in this lifestyle, especially in the pageant world. And I had to learn that myself because I came up loving and admiring certain people and I wanted to just exude that and just be known for that. And then you had to realize that, you have to be yourself. And in order
so let's talk numbers. You're right. You definitely have to be yourself. You have to be authentically you. And the people gonna know if you're trying to be somebody else. It's okay to pay homage. It's okay to, give flowers. It's okay to, I guess some people say steal from the best and make it your own, pay homage, whatever you want to call it. It's okay to do that. But the people are going to know if you're being authentically you. Now, give us a number, like a rough number, and you real flashy on, you know what I'm saying, with the diamonds and pearls and girls and stuff. So give us a number on like how much it would cost to participate in the pageant. Like how much average you'll spend on, you know what I'm saying, the dress, the jewelry, the shoes, the bag. And the production, everything, makeup, hair.
It just really depends on your aesthetic. For me personally, the last competition I competed in back in October, I spent $15,000. You have to think about hair. Like if you're somebody who's not competing at your club,
y'all like big hair.
Hair pieces are $300 a piece. You need 4 for the pageant, 5 at max.
Y'all like big hair.
You got queuing, you got evening gown, you got presentation, you got talent hair, you got queuing in here, you got crowning hair. That's 5 hair pieces.
15K.
Then you got jewelry for each of these categories. And if you're not just doing earrings and a bracelet, and you getting necklaces and chokers and gauntlets and all of that stuff. Like I spend sometimes some of my jewelry pieces have been all of $1,200. Then we start talking about gowns and designers and $500 and $600 for a shell. Then you spend $700-800 on stones, and then if you're not somebody like me who stones and sometimes sews your own things, you're paying thousands of dollars per garment.
Yeah, and that's something I was about to get into, like fabric. You know what I'm saying? The stones, like
My fabric
remember with
for
my
my last
family.
competition was $1,000 by itself, just the fabric.
And
Because
then
it was
even
$200 a yard.
even down to the stones, like I done got some stones for the girls, and I done sponsored some pageants and 2s and 3s and stuff. But like the stones, bitch, you might not even look.
Feathers.
Most of them should be using Swarovski, but I remember when bitches used to drive from Houston all the way to Louisiana to get BB beads or whatever y'all call them shits. I forgot what the certain beads and stones you gotta drive and travel for and have shipped.
Bugle beads.
Yeah,
and let's not even get started on feathers.
Oh yeah, feather and peacock feathers.
My last feather piece, I spent $700 on just the feathers.
So with all of this, that you've invested in and developed in, what's your next goal in the pageant system? What is like a big title that you would like to obtain or that you're coming for? You know what I'm saying? It's always a goal or like a top tier, bitch, this is what I want. This is what I'm coming to.
Before I decide to quit and retire, I need to be Black America. Oof. I need to be Black Universe. I will be Duval.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah. And then I think that I'm going to go back to Continental Plus.
That's crazy. I just interviewed him and you talking about I will be Duval.
Terry just told me to come on and bring my ass to Duval. Yeah, my thing with Duval is I've been supposed to do Duval for the last 3 years of them having.
Jacksonville. They really are like it's a good place. The beaches are beautiful and the people do support.
It is a place, I feel like Duval grooms you and puts you in front of people that you need to be in front of. Yes. And Duval is one of those pageantry systems that open doors for you for a respect level of you've been Duval and we've put you through Duval University and now it's time to graduate and get a job.
Right.
That's how I look at Duval. So like I said, I've been supposed to do Duval for the last 3 years, but someone has always begged me to sit out. Someone is always competing like, oh, I'm gonna win this time. Let me, you sit out. And I've always sat out for people. And I realized that if we have the same dream, sometimes we just have to fight it out together and make the best bitch win, because you sitting out for people and then you sit out and every year they lose.
Right.
And it could have been a year where you could have won. Like your dream, we might have the same dream, but one of us got to get there before the next one.
So you said Black America and Black Universe are like some top tier titles that you
Black Universe and Black Universe is like the Grammys or Oscars of Black pageantry.
Right.
Then you have Black America. And then you start to go down to like Black Continental. And then you have because you have Black Continental, which I've already been. That's another Black national that has been around for a long time. P. Jasmine Darnell is the owner and proprietor of that.
Is it big? Are they like big? Like, does it bring people from different from different
countries? Lot of people want to be Black Continental. Black Continental slogan is sometimes ghetto, but always fabulous.
Okay.
I had to be that simply because
that's what it's giving.
Black Continental, and people always look at that slogan and say, oh, they're ghetto. No, what this slogan says is come here, be who you are, and we understand that you're a human. We understand that you may fall. We understand that you may have life issues. We understand whatever, but you pick up and you keep going. And you be fabulous while you picking yourself up.
Oh God, salute. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, far as like with the titles, like is it the same with like Miss Universe, the real like you know what I'm saying? The in that one, is it the same as far as like community service and shit after you get the titles? Like, do you have to like do other events? Do you have to go to other pageants and wear your crown? Do you have to do community service? Do you have to give back?
So
Is that a part of the title?
part of your reign is making sure that you are visible and being a queen. You are not a
Right.
queen for the system, but you're a queen for the community and your peers.
So you have
You
to
are
be
supposed to
visible
be a
and
symbol of
active.
excellence. You are supposed to be everything that everybody aspires or wants to be at that moment, and whatever that is for you. I
Right.
personally enjoy being very visible. I enjoy community service. I enjoy different things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. We back. Yeah, we straight. We good. Tell the trade to hold on. Shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, tell the trade to hold on. We almost finished.
God damn it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to leave and come back in because my I just had a call and it knocked out the sound because I can't hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. So we're gonna wait for her to come back. But this is the dope show. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is needed in the community. Like I said, major shout out to the Carolinas, major shout out to the Mckenzie Project, major shout out to everybody that's out there working. You know what I'm saying? Period. Gay, straight, bi, trans, whatever. Shout out to everybody that's out there working and trying to help develop their community, doing the work. Thank you. And we will continue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we good. We straight. Tell Trade to hold on. Shit.
Huh?
Tell Trade to hold on.
No, that was actually my kids calling in this group chat.
Yeah. Tell them we
But,
almost done. I'm gonna send you the link too, so you can share this to your profile or share this to your group or whatever. But yeah, like what was we talking about?
Reigning. What you have to do. So
Community.
like me, I enjoy
Yeah.
community service, stuff like that. It's about being visible and being the people's queen. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're reigning for the system, but you're also representing yourself and your community. So you want to be the best you that you can be, not only for yourself but for them. So yes, you have to represent your title at all the different systems. Doing the national walk or the walk of recognition. So that's about playing a part in breaking the walks and having on all the drag and the fashions and all of that stuff. And when you bend the corner, having everybody hollering on their feet, beating the walls and shit like that.
Question: do you think it is possible? Well, it is possible because I know a few people that do it, right? But would you tap into the ballroom scene?
So I have actually dibbled, and I was actually in the ballroom scene first. I used to be an Omni back in years and years and years ago before I even thought about. Actually, my first time getting in drag was for a ball.
Right.
And then here I am. So, I actually had just joined the ballroom scene again and made my debut after like 15 years back in December at the ball in Charlotte.
They just had the Carolina Awards ball. I think it was in Greensboro.
But it wasn't that ball. It was the Dorian something ball.
Dorian Stewart.
Yeah, one of them people.
Yeah.
And I walked best dressed. But I can't.
That's what I can see you. That's what I can see you dabbling in for real. Best dressed spectator. Yeah.
I came out as a Daniel Delcourt, which is a new and up and coming house. Overall father Javon Braxton.
Daniel Delcourt is a new house.
Delcourt. And it was an amazing experience, but of course, being a new house and the house shade, they chopped everybody from my house that night. Every Del Court that walked, bitch, they said, we don't see
it. But that's how you wake. I guess that's your interest, though. Is that not like how you know what I'm saying? It be like that in the beginning, and then it's like
it does. But for people who, so for me, I think I have to take a step back from ballroom because God ain't fully delivered me yet. And you know me, so you know, like I'm
the same way. That's what.
People who don't know me for real do not know exactly how crazy I am. They let the pretty.
That's why I am apprehensive or just a little cautious about even, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, and I keep my shit on me.
Hello. So that, like, you know, you are now playing in my face now because I've spent thousands of dollars to be here, travel, flight,
and didn't have to, bitch, because I'm bad without all that.
I invested in my clothes only to come here and for you to chop me because like I'm not in your house. Like, no, you're not gonna fucking play with me. So when I make your mouth look like ketchup, then I'm not wrong because you're playing with me. You chop me, I'm gonna chop you back.
But the real way.
Because God has not really delivered me just yet, and I'm still working on myself as it pertains to my hands being, you know, so boo-boo, you know, and this mouth being put on backwards. I for say, real. You know what? I don't think I have the mental capacity to deal with this right now. So maybe let me finish working on myself and then come back to ball.
Let me finish healing first. Okay, let me finish doing stuff. I need to do some more shadow work.
Because it really do make you want to snatch a bitch out and you be like, oh my God, like.
Facts. I'm so serious. You know what I'm saying? All right, but I feel like it's good and it's okay to dabble in both. I know a lot of people. It is,
because you really can take your stuff from the pageants and walk the balls. It's just, are they going to sing for you that day or the good girlfriend? It's just like.
For me, I really think at this point, especially with us, like kind of dabbling into it, when you develop the mindset that I'm not here for that, I'm here to promote and market my businesses and what I have going on. Although the title would be cute, the trophy would be cute, the $5,000 would be cute, but outside of this,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
The thing of what it is for me is we have to think about people's mental capacity or how stable people are mentally or emotionally.
Yeah, because everybody's not.
I feel like ballroom and also pageantry in certain ways is one of our big issues that we have in our community because of the way that it was created and the way that it's turned out to be now. It's no longer pro community to me.
Well, I think it's how you perceive it because honestly, believe it or not, it's really up to us. You know what I'm saying? And the people that we influence in our community, because we can be in community and not in community. We could be pro community over here, but they might not be pro community over there. Right. That doesn't stop us from being pro community now.
We scream and holler that we want this and that from the world, but when it comes to us, we're so ready to and tear each other apart. And my thing is, like, if you see it for me, see it for me. Don't not see it for me because you're a good girlfriend right here, and you feel like, oh, she gonna be mad at you because you.
But you have to really understand. But you have to, like I said, it's all the way you look at it. You really have to understand that those are their own people's insecurities. That's how I'm going to look at it regardless. I feel like that'd be some personal shit that people be have going on. Because, bitch, you ain't got to see it for me.
No, you definitely don't. I see it for me.
I see it for me. And honestly, I see it for somebody that wouldn't even see it for me. And it's like, okay, that's cool. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm still dope. Just because you don't think like, but we are like
I'm gonna be
but honest. We are like that. We are like that.
We're like tripping because I'm spending my hard-earned money for this. I'm still investing And
Right.
when you come, I prepare for a ball like I'm preparing for
That's
a
what make it
pageant.
hit harder. That's what make it hit harder. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But
Like I'm still
but
spending
like I said,
thousands of dollars on this category only
I
to
still
come here
think that
and not
I
even be
still
judged properly because
yes, some personal shit. Those are personal. Those are oh shit. Hold on, let me add you back. Damn. Yeah, those
because
are
you don't like
personal
the
issues.
father of the house or something like that. Like no, like judge me accordingly. Give me my guys for me,
Yeah,
not because of who else
yeah.
or a
Or
name.
somebody else personal issues or what the fuck they got going on. Like, and that's like I said, that's why I've always been kind of like about it. And it's not even just like that with the ballroom scene. It's like that. Like I believe it's probably like that with the pageant scene
The
too.
balls that send me to prison, and I ain't never been there before.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I really feel like a lot of times that is people's personal insecurities that they try to project on other people. And then honestly, I feel like the majority of the time they really do see it for you. They just can't take you.
They be living in their head like,
They can't
this
take
bitch
you.
so
You know what I'm
motherfucking
saying?
sickening, and be looking at you like this.
Yes. But that's a real mental disease. That's a disorder, hon. You need to seek help. Shit. People miserable. But anyway, yeah, man. So all right, so what do you want? What do you see yourself next? Like what's next for you? What's the next pageant you got coming up? Do you have any events that you've been do appearances at, or how can people book you type shit?
So I maybe possibly doing a pageant this coming weekend.
Okay.
If things go the way that I want them to and need them to, then I will be competing this Sunday. If not, if God does not see fit, then I will be touching the Duval stage come September, vying for the covenant title of Miss Duval Plus.
Yeah, it sounds like good timing too. Like September, yeah. Yeah. So major shout out to you. Let everybody know how they can follow you.
Well, for this version of me,
Give the info.
Instagram is
This your
You said
mama.
what?
Give the booking info too. Shit.
Because it's Danejah, then it's TS Amazon, so.
I'm saying.
Instagram is Danejah _THA, the exotic Barbie. Facebook is Danejah Bonet Cassadine. Yeah.
Major shout out to Danejah, Charleston, South Carolina, representing this motherfucker, man. Thank y'all to the upcoming Miss Black Universe. Make sure y'all hit her up and stay tuned. Views and numbers going crazy. Sickening motherfucking what was that? Sportswear.
You saw that sports with that guy. First of all, the pageant starts at registration, and I always break registration.
Oh my God. Stay tuned. Y'all already know what time it is. It's Danejah, the motherfucking exotic Barbie on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of the Rainbow Reads radio show.
Alrighty, I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Stay tuned. Keep in touch.
Alrighty.
All right, cool. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. For real, another successful show. We're live and in full effect the last Monday of every month. Okay, I'm not doing this shit every week, every day. Okay, the last Monday of every month, 8 to 9 p.m. Central. Let's go. Rainbow Reads Radio.